What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Well, welcome back to Beyond the 90. And I'm finally back. I've been off on vacation for a couple of days. Hopefully, you're all doing well. With a few personal things in my life. But I'm back and I'm just going to try and get videos out where I can. Don't have another time to fully make a video, but I'm just going to try and like a proper setup and go through it. I just want to get my initial reaction to the game that's just happened. So, since the last time we spoke, Leicester City have been on like a drawing run. And Leicester City have lost this against Hull for the first time. Is I'm surprised? No. We'll get into the specifics, but overall, we were just making stupid mistakes. The team has and that's what's frustrating. The team is good enough to pick up points, but we're making so many stupid mistakes. Players that we've mentioned before, I've mentioned on the channel, like Vestergaard, wasn't too bad, but him and then Thomas looked lost at points today. But let's go into the starting lineup. I missed the first goal because I was busy doing a couple of other things. In terms of what we've got in that lineup, so I looked at, we've got Solajek, not too bad. Thomas at left back, I thought fine. He'd been okay at games, but the first half he looked clueless. And I don't want to slag him off, but I'm really struggling. Marty needs to do better with the players he picks, and I've defended Marty a lot, and I still am, because the team are slowly getting there, and we can see that when they turn it on and when it starts to click, boy, this is a great team. And I think this is where we mentioned before, Marty, if he had a full preseason, a lot of this stuff would have been ironed out. Because we've not had that, this is what we've got. And also, some of the players' attitude is just awful. Not all of them. Players walking around the pitch, players that just don't want to play for the club. And credit to Hull, in the first half, every time they looked like they were getting on the ball, they were direct, they were going for it, they were creating space through the middle, they were exposing. Both goals came from big players come to the left hand side, and they exposed us, and rightfully so. They were good. Considering they've got a weaker squad overall, they did well. Hamza, again, there was a lot of times in the first half where the play was very same old. So Hamza, they get the ball from the back, Slodge come out, Vestergaard, the ball would come over to Hamza quite a bit. Hamza did okay, but you can't expect him to work a lot in that right-hand side. Then the ball would go into Fatawa. Fatawa, we marked two people on him, and the ball would go out. Daka has now not scored in 46 games. I've never known a player with so. I don't want to talk about confidence and give him more time. And I wanted to back Daka and just say, right, as an opportunity. I just didn't see him really do anything. There was a time when the ball came in, he was outside the box. The ball came in, no way, he went for a bicycle kick. I know, I'm like, what universe are you in? It's almost like when he plays, it's like me playing FIFA. Like, I can't play FIFA to save my life, and I press the wrong buttons. He just makes the wrong decisions, and I don't want to punish the lad, but it just keeps happening again and again. And then and if there was going to be an opportunity, because look, we know the lad's confidence on the floor, is putting him as the sole 9 and putting Are you on the left and JJ really the best position? I would have played, for me, if you're going to put Daka in the team, you've got to play somebody up with him. So when I looked at the formation, you got Ayu and Daka, I thought, okay, maybe they're providing support. Maybe we're going to like a 4-4-2 or like a 4-3-3. So you got Fatawu, Daka, and Ayu up front. I thought that could work because you've got these two people to come in and run in positions. Then you've got JJ, Samaria, and Winksy behind like a 4-3-3. And I thought that could work. Then I looked at it. He just kept the same formation. But then in the left-hand side, he decided to play Ayu, which didn't work. Really didn't work. And Samore, his first time coming into the game, looked, considering the player that he is, he was pushed off the ball. He had some good parts, but I think he summed it up for me today. Sometimes he didn't track back enough. Sometimes he goes, no, I'll get past two people, lose the ball, we get hit on the counter. And when we hit on the counter, they were just so much better and so much more direct, and it felt like they had more of a plan. Our plan was to move it round, and I didn't, and try and get it in, but it just didn't work. I still think we will get there. It's just taking. It feels like forever at the moment, doesn't it? And I think we're all frustrated because we know this team can do it. We know this people are definite. This team is definitely capable of playing great football and getting in that spot. But with the point deduction potentially coming, with the team not performing, with our quality of our squad and team clear of other teams like Hull, and this is a credit to Hull. They were great, but they aren't have the same quality. They would happily admit they haven't got the team and the squad quality that we have. Portsmouth are another good example. They don't have it, and this is not to bash Portsmouth, but Portsmouth, they played simple. They were resilient. They held on, and they were committed to their system. And Leicester City, with that, I just shit the bed, and no other word I can think of. And we need to do better, a lot better. When it comes to Fass, again, hit and miss again today. Some of his tracking back, like, it's just a bit all over the place. Winks had an okay game. JJ was taking. I saw people kicking off at half time. Listen, JJ's run himself into the ground for the team. Rightfully so. Sorry, excuse me. And rightfully so, because he's been good. But at times, man, I'm like, what else? What else can he do for the team? Because he's trying. So the fact that he went off at half time, I'm not too bothered about. Daka also came off, which I thought was probably a good move. Monga, I think, looked electric since he came on. And look, considering Ayu has got double the experience that he has, or double the age, but a lot more experience, Monga looked really good, taking on people, causing mistakes, etc. And he was. I just don't know what to do with Daka, but Ramsey, another one where I think he came on, took his goal really well, 2-2 now. Really want to see him develop. I want to see him play alongside JJ, because I think them two have a really nice partnership, especially with Winks in behind. Fatawu tried, but it feels like he was being marked out of the game. And I just want to mention, just before we get into the second half, which we've just done, Thomas got absolutely embarrassed. One thing is I'll put, and for the first goal, for Hull, you can go, okay, do you know what? It was a good play, fair enough, because it was a really nice goal. Nothing much Archer can do about that. The way that they picked us off for that second goal is embarrassing, and it was a brilliant bit of play from Hull, and credit to them. But the way that they just looked at each other and they carved through us. It was embarrassing, like a knife through butter. And bearing in mind, they look like a team that's just come from League One, and we're a team that's come from it looks like they're towards the bottom of the table in the Championship. We've just come down from the Premier League. You couldn't tell that. They look clear in part of that. We held on to the ball. You can see what Marty's trying to do, but the players are not. I don't know what it is. I just don't know what he's trying to achieve. The second half was it was a very strong decision to pull him off at half time. And to, again, get the good decisions by the referees, by the ref for the dive on Vestergaard. But I just want to get out there that we set ourselves, we're going at 2-0 down, and we've got a mountain to climb. Like, we don't need to keep doing this. Why are we shooting ourselves in the foot? And look at the bench, and like, what other players can come on? It's like, maybe Ricardo could come on, a Coley, yes. And they tried towards the end and throw the kitchen sink at it, but I still believe in Marty. But at the same time, Marty, you've got to stop setting yourself up for failure a little bit, because playing Daka isn't working. If you want to play him, I think playing him up top in a 2, him and Kranza could work well. So one's got the pace, one's even though Daka's first touches is abysmal at times, and Kranza can then occupy the space, or even put Daka on that left-hand side and get him just get it to somebody like a Wings, go, look, put it ahead of Daka and getting to run onto it. Even if you got to get a cross in, at least he's creating opportunities, creating something. Then if he gets the ball, runs onto it, then just gives a 5-yard pass back to somebody that they can then cross it in. That's done something. Get some confidence, because this guy, his negative confidence, like, he's got nothing. And it is partly Marty's fault for keep playing him, but the dude just can't catch a break, and it's partly his fault. But some of the substitutions, like Okoli, Carranza didn't really do anything when he came on. I was looking at his position and he didn't. Was he up top with Ayew? No, not really. I think he's an all right player. I just don't think he's been in the squad long enough. And also, it doesn't help that Ramsey's come in, apart from the red card, and had a great impact on the team. JJ the same. Carranza just looks like he's not quite fit in yet. Still give him time. Still see what he wants to do. But I think as well, with the style and the intensity that Marty plays, you're going to get people that are going to burn out. And I think you're going to have to rotate the squad, which is, I 100% understand why he did. He rotated the squad to try and maintain that over a period of time. But it just didn't work. And I don't think it was that great overall. So, look, we've got to learn. And these games are coming thick and fast now. We're coming up towards Christmas, let's be honest. We've got to start picking up points. And I can see what we're trying to do. I can see what we're trying to play. And it feels like the team are like, they're huffing and they're puffing. And they're trying to do it. But it feels like without that striker, or also, and there was a couple of good opportunities, but without that striker, that main point, we just end up taking like good shots from outside the box, but that's not going to cut it for the long run. We need people inside the box in threatening areas and then just to put the ball away. Because at the moment, I think a lot of our goals have been scored from outside the box or individual brilliance. And that can't be a strategy for the long term, because it's just not going to win. It's like having to look out on games, and it's just not going to work. So yeah, hope you're all well. Thought I'd give you a little update. I want to try and go through a bit more analysis, but times and life has been so busy at the moment. Hope you all have a good time. Yeah, not happy, but hopefully we can learn and build on this. We are slowly starting to get better, but again, it is slowly. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. So goodbye.